But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
There's the little sound that says
It's showtime.
Oh, nice show. Firing up. Vroom, vroom.
Well, I just told Anthony the whole story, but I'm going to say it again for a couple minutes here, if you will. If you've been listening to the show, I've been telling you how great parenthood is. Making it sound like it's a cakewalk.
It's hunky-dory.
So far, all my stories have been hunky-dory, no?
Hunky-dory.
Like, wow, he's a lucky fella. He's got 2 kids, and everything seems great.
You always hear these nightmare stories, but
Well, I got
not at the Hughes house.
I got a nightmare story. Oh, awesome. I'm fucking exhausted.
Really?
Yeah, I want to go home.
Home.
I want to go home.
That's how I feel every day.
Really?
Just
Yeah,
exhausted
tired.
and wanting to go home.
Oh my God. And then we got to talk about the Subway guy, that fucking asshole. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it.
Yeah?
That's going to be a whole discussion. We did the Subway.
Oh, right. Yeah.
We did the Subway discussion yesterday, but
I assumed.
now we have a little more info. We're gonna talk about that. Anyway, yesterday, my wife there went to get her hair did.
My hair did.
And it was one of those, I'm going to get my hair did. And it's not like when a guy gets his hair did,
Nah.
where it's, 20 minutes?
Go to the barber.
Sometimes when the girls get their hair did, it's a few hours.
A whole day event.
And also, the place she goes is completely across Manhattan from where I live.
Yeah.
So I got the 2-month-old. She's 2 months old yesterday. And
That's a brand new human.
yeah, and she's been awesome. Everything's been great. It really has. But yesterday, she's like, "You cool with this?" I'm so mad right now, and I don't even know who to be mad at.
Nature.
Do you understand that?
You're mad at nature.
The old version of me, I would have came in here with a broken hand or a broken foot. Because when you realize that, like, you don't even know who to be mad at, you decide to start punching things. That's what I used to do.
What are you so mad
I
about?
broke my fucking hand in college because I didn't know who I was mad at. I broke in a toe because I kicked shit because I didn't know who to be mad at.
Gotta take a swing at something.
It's the most frustrating thing to go through is to be so mad, but you don't even know who you're mad at.
Yeah.
I'm so mad right now. How do you handle this?
What are you so mad about?
I'm trying to anyway, so she goes, I mean, she did everything right. She's like, "Is it cool I get my hair done?" I'm like, "Yeah, of course, man. Go in and enjoy yourself. I got it.
I'm on the motherfucker.
My son is 2.5. The girl's 2 months old.
Yeah.
But she's been taking bottles when the wife's not around with the boobie.
Yeah.
You know, the young ones love the boobie. So I'm like, I got this. Go. So I start cooking a little dinner for me and the kid, and she's napping. I'm like, just go have fun. I put on that Witness on HBO, which is an amazing series. And 10 minutes later, the kid wakes up and she starts crying a little bit, just a little bit. I'm like, all right, I got this.
A little whiny.
So I walk her around a little bit, and I'm doing the little bouncy thing that you have to do, and she's cool.
Yeah.
Put her back to sleep. 5 minutes later, she cries and cries and cries and cries and cries. I'm like, all right, I got this. There's the fucking frozen milk. I defrost it, get it to the right temperature, put it in the fucking baby bottle. And she's taking the bottle every other time. Long story short, she would not take the fucking bottle.
No, huh?
She would not take the bottle. So for you're about to hear hours, 3 hours, I had to walk the 2-month-old around my apartment. I couldn't sit down.
You had to do the bouncy.
I had a bouncy bounce,
for
and I'm like
3 hours.
I'm like, all right, and now I'm looking at my food. It was so bad I couldn't eat my food. It's still on the counter from last night.
You've kicked dogs for less.
Holy fuck! Are you right? Are you right? I'm proud to say I didn't do anything stupid, but I had to walk and pace the apartment for 3 straight hours.
Yeah.
I write my wife, I'm like, how long, man? Because she's not taking the bottle. She needs the boob. But now at this point, she's got all
I thought
sorts.
she had it.
She's got all that. She's got all the shit in her hair, so she can't fucking leave.
Yeah.
She's committed. So I'm like, all right, I can maybe sit down with the baby. At least sit down. Nope. These babies know when you're sitting down. I had to get back up on my feet.
What's the difference between doing the shaky thing, the little fucking bouncy thing if you're sitting,
You know what?
or you're standing?
You know what, Aunt?
What?
You know what? If you could figure that out,
Yeah.
you would be a billionaire.
Yeah.
Not a millionaire. You would be a billionaire.
They know.
If you could figure out what that's about, you would be a very rich man.
That's fucked up, man.
Because for some reason they do know. So then
no sense.
back up on my feet. Then now I got my other kid wondering when he's going to eat. He's basically doing the pulling on the leg, like what's going on here?
Oh, man.
You know, let's go hang out. Let's do this. Let's watch. You know, all that shit. My arms, I can't. My arms are tired.
What
my
is that,
chest
like
is tired.
Upper body workout right there.
Yeah, because just imagine taking in. I don't know. She's probably about 12 pounds now, 11.5 pounds maybe.
Yeah.
And just going like this for 3 straight hours.
3 hours. You got
3 straight hours. It got so
10-pound weight.
It got so bad that I had to put her down so I could rest my arms for about 30 seconds. Knowing
Shake it off.
Yeah, knowing when I put her down, she was gonna like start screaming that guttural cry. That guttural cry. Not a little cry that you could deal with.
But finally calmed her down.
When my wife got home.
Oh, really?
3 hours later. 3 hours later. I didn't eat dinner.
Did you just hear the door open and you're like, oh.
I haven't even talked to her.
Oh, God.
She saw the state I was in. I looked at her. She looked at me, and I'm like, I didn't even say. I didn't talk to her.
Really?
And
That bad?
And then I just went into another room and went to bed.
That was it.
That was it.
That's one of your first.
guess what?
Shitty days as a parent.
Guess
That's
what?
not bad.
5 minutes after she was home, the baby was completely calm because she has the boob.
Yeah.
There was nothing I could do. I didn't have any. There was nothing. I had to just wait it out.
Should call Bob Kelly.
I had to fucking wait it out. Walking back and forth. Tried everything. Everything. Burping her. Fucking gave her a little bath. But that didn't last long because she was screaming and crying that I had to take her out of there. I changed her diaper a couple times. I tried everything. She would not take the bottle.
Jesus. What a fucking nightmare.
My biceps. My chest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little much.
I challenge anyone to take 11 and a half pounds. Let's call it 12 pounds. Mm-hmm. Hold it like this. And you can't really hold it. You can't press it up against your body. That would be cheating.
Right.
So it's kind of like your left hand has to be on the baby's butt and the right hand has to be behind her head. Okay.
Yeah.
And I challenge anyone. I'll give good money. Maybe this would be a contest. And now just go like this. Ever so lightly up and down for 3 straight hours.
I can't see that being a fun radio contest.
We'll just put him in the corner. We'll do our show. We won't even acknowledge him. 3 hours.
But as I was saying, that's one of your first shitty days as a parent. That's not bad in 2.5 years.
No, it's fine. I mean, trust me, in the end, it's fine, but I'm so mad. That's what, I can't yell at my wife.
Are you mad at the baby?
No. She was doing what everyone did what they were supposed to do. I'm mad. God, am I mad. Who do I yell at?
Management,
All right.
Yeah.
You know what? They'll get a beating today. Fuck them.
Radio wizard.
I'm so mad. I can't be mad at the wife. She asks, is this cool? I'm like, yeah, it's totally cool. I got the bottle. We've done this. It'll be fine. Can't be mad at the baby. All she wanted was to eat from a boob, not from a bottle. Can't be mad at my son. He doesn't understand.
Your son.
But just because you can't be mad at someone doesn't mean that you're not. Like, meaning sometimes it's not rational to be mad at a person,
Right.
but sometimes I'm still mad at them. And it's just because they inconvenienced me, and I know intelligently that that's selfish, but I'm a person, and sometimes I just get mad at people.
It's like
that I
getting
shouldn't.
mad at traffic.
Yeah.
I'm not
You're
even mad
stuck.
at being inconvenienced, to be honest with you.
Or whatever,
you know, I signed up for this. It's more that I just couldn't take care of the situation. I'm so fucking mad. And I have no one to be mad at. Like, who can I reach out to? No one. I can't lash out at anyone. When you're mad, you get to lash out at the person, right?
Right.
I don't know who I could do that with.
Radio wizard.
Huh?
Radio wizard.
Fine.
He has a head like a boob.
This Meet the Fockers thing that keeps popping up when you look for like a male breastfeeding solution.
Right. Oh my
I mean,
God.
I know it was written for a comedy, but wouldn't that kind of work?
Oh yeah, you make believe you got a boob. Well,
Yeah, like couldn't you take this apparatus here and then get that boobie filled with milk and then
probably.
I mean, you'd look like an asshole, but you're in your own house anyway.
Yeah, but my kid was fucking. She has taken the bottles in the past.
Man.
I almost went to the hospital. I didn't know what to do.
How great would that have been if you walked in and said, "My baby's crying"?
Oh my God!
In New York City, shot bus driver next to you.
I almost went to the hospital. Like, could you? I don't know. Do you have formula or something? Fuck. It's just that I'll say it one more time. I'll shut up. I'm mad, and it's the worst mad to have.
Yeah.
Like I can't be even. When you're mad at yourself, you could even handle that, right? Not mad at myself. I did. Everyone did what they were supposed to do.
Look at the phones.
Yeah, of course. That's why I'm bringing it up.
Just don't love that baby as much as the other one.
Yeah, start playing favorites.
Oh man, my wife knew too. She gave me a look.
Yeah.
Oh, I had one. I wish I taped it. One freak out. I called her, and I'm just like, I gotta quit. I gotta quit the show. I was losing my mind. I think I had a slight nervous breakdown.
Why? Because you had to get up and you needed to eat and you go to bed.
I'm like, I can't do this. I can't do both. I gotta quit the show. I hear people applauding. Relax. I'm not quitting the show. That was my night.
Man.
And I was gonna eat some salmon. My kid would have chilled out, and then I was going to watch Witness. I'm only halfway through the Libya Witness on HBO, the documentary.
Yeah.
None of that happened. No. I mean, none of it. I couldn't even watch TV.
That's horrible.
I couldn't do anything.
Oh.
And every minute, near the end, every minute was excruciating. When she said she was in a cab, it was still 12 minutes.
That's too
I counted.
long.
I counted. It was 12 minutes from the time she was in the cab until she got to the front door.
Get here.
How long was she gone?
3 hours.
From what time?
3.5 hours.
When
The first
when?
half hour was a piece of cake. From 6 to 9, actually 6 to like 9:40. I'm so fucking mad.
So was Casey Anthony. She was.
Oh
mad.
yeah, you kind of.
She was mad.
Man, if you don't have the right mindset, and you get caught like what happened to me yesterday.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Oh boy.
I'm not saying.
Because that's how it happens.
There's no way to. Cause there's no verbal way to threaten. There's no way to stop. There's nothing you can do to stop a baby from fucking screaming.
Jeez.
Yeah, and now, I mean, with my 2.5-year-old, if he's crying, he's going to tell you why. With a baby, you don't know. There's only a couple things you could really try.
Got to do what that lady did with that chicken in the bus on MASH. Remember that? Oh, it wasn't a chicken. That's right.
One of the best scenes ever.
Oh boy, Hawkeye.
Slowly unfolds.
Yep.
The reason the baby does that because the baby still thinks they are in the mother again, where you have to hold her close and walk around.
Yeah.
Yep. I got 3 kids. If you sit on a yoga ball, they'll fall back to sleep. Thanks. I was supposed to go out and buy a yoga ball? No, the kid wasn't going to go back to sleep because now it was hungry. But it didn't want what I offered her.
You should take the positive out of this.
What's
you
that?
weren't on a plane.
Oh boy.
Oh my God.
You weren't on a plane.
Yikes.
Meeting her cross country. Like this wasn't I'll take Hudson and you take the daughter and we'll meet halfway.
Oh my God.
And you weren't in the airport boarding the plane. Imagine if you were boarding the plane 15 minutes into this for a 6-hour flight and her breast wasn't going to be available for 6 hours.
Fuck.
See, you know what? If you don't mind, every phone is lit. Let me go to Kevin in New Jersey. Kevin, go ahead.
What's up, guys? Good morning.
Good morning, Kevin.
Well, nobody understands you more than I do, bro. I got a 6-week-old monster on my hands. My wife was sick last night. I'm headed into my hard hat job. Dude, I fucking work with heavy machinery. I got to fly iron over my head. I'm thinking I might kill myself, man, or somebody else, because I'm fucking exhausted. I've never been this tired. My wife's been sick. She just hands me a kid at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
He's beside himself.
I'm screaming, bro. I was going to go consult a witch doctor.
And you know when you read about these tragedies, God forbid a crane tragedy or a tractor doing some weird shit. That's a guy falling asleep.
Yeah.
Because he's got a newborn at home and he got into a situation like I got into.
I've been fucked up at this job drinking beers all day, and then I'm more worried now than then.
Yeah, there you go.
Terrible.
All right, well, keep it going, man. I really appreciate it. Have a good day, guys.
All right, man.
Later.
Oh, my God, here's one. Let me go to Barry in Indiana. Barry.
Hey, guys, how's it going?
Hey, man.
Hey, I got one better, Anthony. I've got triplets, and they're 9 months old. And I'll tell you what, when they all start going, you're in trouble.
How do you deal with triplets? What do you do that in vitro?
Wow. Yeah, we went through in vitro, and
I like calling it in vitro. In vitro, of course, yes.
Put 2 in, and we got identical boys and a girl.
I don't even know how to do that.
Damn.
How do you do that?
Fuck that.
You pull your hair out. There's nothing you can do. You look at it and you're like, I wish I can do something for you, but I can't.
Yeah.
I'll get to you as soon as I can.
I have had nothing but good experiences in general and nice stories to bring to the table, and people have been saying, you know what, I never wanted to have kids, but how you talk about it, I'm thinking maybe I'm going to give it a shot. Well, here's the other side of it right here today.
Dude.
Now I'm confirming to a lot of people not to have fucking kids, I guess.
What is this? Some screaming triplets?
You want to hear 10 seconds of screaming triplets?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, my God.
That wasn't even 10 seconds.
I literally got, like, chills.
They are very cute, though.
Oh, God.
I'd like to pinch their little cheeks, and then leave.
You would,
Yes.
I would assume you would have to have full-time help. I don't know how you raised triplets. Triplet newborns.
This is don't see that sound makes me angry and feel inconvenienced. But I don't have a baby.
Right.
Like it's always somebody else's. I don't like.
Yeah.
What does a mother think? Does it feel the same way when she hears that, or does she feel like, oh, it's time to react?
When it's yours, you feel so bad. You just want to, get them to stop crying because you just feel bad. I mean, if it's someone else's kid, fuck that. I would be pulling my hair out too. Matt in New York, what's up?
Good morning, Opie. As a fellow dad, I feel your pain. I'm just going to say, first of all, as you know, it's like we live in college. Like when you used to stay up all night drinking, except you're not drinking. You got a baby in front of you. That's all it is now.
You stay up partying.
I'm just going to say, I had a similar situation, and, my wife did the nice thing, saying, yeah, I understand. 6 months later, a couple of her friends are over, and what story do I hear them reliving? My story of why I couldn't figure out when, at that time, my six-week-old was crying, and I actually walked her up and down the hallways in my apartment building because I didn't know what to do. And all it was, Station wanted the boob.
Right. Yeah,
So
the women will laugh at us, but we don't have the boob.
I know, and they just relive it.
So we're left with no tools to take care of the situation.
That thing Danny showed, though, that might actually work. If it's like something like an apparatus.
How emasculating is that?
It would be funny, though.
I would rather come in here with sore arms and a sore upper chest from, like rocking her or bouncing her lightly for 3 straight hours. I'm not putting that on.
Oh, that would be great.
But if it worked.
Yeah.
I'm not putting that on.
You would have had your salmon. You and your one tit would have just watched fucking Witness. It would have been relaxing.
I think my wife felt bad because when I left this morning, like my meal was just sitting there and she.
I was still there.
No.
Oh.
She cleaned it up like, let's get rid of this. Clean it up. Let's get rid of this. Vacuum cleaner works.
Yeah, but you don't like the vacuum cleaner.
I know. Then she would have come home and the kid would have been looking at you crying.
Yeah.
Psycho Bob. What's up, Psycho Bob?
Dude, things are crazy, dude.
Good morning. Hey, my son did the same thing. And what you do is you take something with your wife's scent on it, like a sweater or a shirt, drape it over your shoulder, and then when you hold the bottle with that right next to it, it smells her.
Bob, this isn't helping me.
It would have been like that scene in Nighthawks. That they think it's her, and then they turn around and you in the sweater holding the baby with a beard.
Giant shoulders. I'm so not believable.
I know.
That scene was not believable.
It works. It really does.
Psycho Bob, I don't give a fuck if it works. I already went through it.
Well, when you
This isn't helping me. Tell me what I should have done.
It'll happen again.
It's not going to happen again.
Baby will cry again.
It's not happening again.
Anyhow, try it again.
Thank you. So I'm supposed to what? Get a sweater? What?
Yeah, something of hers.
How about my daughter likes my scent too?
Oh boy.
She just decided to be stubborn last night. Fuck.
It sounds like a chore.
Huh?
Does that make you not want to have kids even?
Not even close.
Because all my friends are married with kids.
Oh.
I thank God for Colin and Anthony.
Yes.
The two guys I know who are in my group who are not married.
We're trying. Me and Colin.
don't have kids. It's like it's the only thing that makes me feel like a complete nut creep.
Yeah.
And Danny is obviously not married, but he's on his way.
In general, it's been, regular fine shit. Last night I just got hit with a big one. I'm so fucking mad. That's my question. How do you handle being mad and you don't even know who you're mad at?
Gotta walk it
Alcohol and
off.
drugs, my friend.
There you go. That too.
Alcohol and drugs.
What helps?
Have you ever been mad but you're
always
you can't be mad at yourself?
Yeah.
You can't be mad at, in my situation, the wife, the kid, the other kid. I'm so mad.
Yeah.
And usually you want to fucking yell and scream and lash out a little bit or whatever the fuck, however you handle your anger.
But there's no one to do it.
There's no one, which makes it worse.
What helps me, I find, is if I just give money to people I work with.
Is that it?
God. So frustrating. She found me in the bedroom in the dark, just walking back and forth when my wife came home.
How happy were you when you heard the keys jingle and the door close?
So happy. So fucking happy. And I didn't say here or anything like that. I just gently said, didn't say anything. Gently gave her the baby.
Take this. Holding it like Gunnery Sergeant Hartman held that jelly donut. Yeah, by the foot.
At least the kid's not colicky. You know anything about
colicky?
You know anything about the colicky babies?
I've heard it on sitcoms.
Wow.
What is colic?
They basically don't sleep for the first, year of their life.
Oh, a colicky baby.
I hear that's a complete nightmare.
We have a colicky comic on our show. Little Jimmy's colicky. He doesn't sleep well. Are you colicky?
Yes, I am. A colicky boy.
You're a colicky cuckold.
I'm a colicky cuck.
Cockily.
Is Dr. Steve up? He should explain colicky babies to you.
I wonder if he would have a
will
solution.
drive you insane.
Anything he explains drives me insane.
Yeah.
He may know what to do in this situation because he's had not only his own kids, but a million patients.
Yeah.
None have lived, but still a million
course not.
patients.
Well,
real talented doctor. He's the end of life doctor.
I know, he was Kevorkian's idol. How do you do it? You look like you're trying so hard.
Yeah, that just seems like the place a lot of doctors go that, fail. Look, you're not going to fuck this one up, so here you go.
Next stop, The Undertaker.
Right, here you go. Yeah, exactly.
Great.
Your job is one above The Undertaker.
Yeah.
How can you be proud of that? You want to know about colicky babies? Someone will call in a few minutes. They don't sleep ever.
Nah, that's...
The colicky baby is probably like a baby that finally thinks it can fall asleep with its apnea mask.
Oh.
But then wakes up gasping and its heart beating and realizes, I stopped breathing again.
Oh, no.
And has to take the mask off.
Oh.
That's probably what it
Was that last night?
Sure.
So you didn't sleep?
I got a couple hours, but with the mouth guard, which is just nothing. And the dentist appointment was a bust, just lovely.
The dentist appointment was a bust. That was a whole big thing yesterday.
Yeah. The guy was Rogan.
You go to Brooklyn?
I went all the way to Brooklyn. Rogan recommended a mouthpiece. It's just
Go.
And it works for Joe because he has I think, and I was looking forward to this.
It's a special mouthpiece, right?
It looks
that keeps your tongue down and your jaw maybe in the right position so you get enough air in there.
Yeah, and it holds
As
your tongue,
sleeping.
keeps your tongue from falling back. It's a mouthpiece. It looks like Anthony would be good at this. You know, I hate to say a chip. What's that? A clip? You know what a chip clip looks like? It's like a straight with a little handle on top.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like, but backwards, and the handle on top is what's holding your tongue down.
Oh, interesting.
So it's a little uncomfortable. But I go to the dentist in Brooklyn. He's an old Jewish man.
Oy.
I love this guy because it was a $3,400 apparatus. My insurance wouldn't have covered it. And we talked for a few minutes. He looked at my sleep study. And he goes, I don't think this will help you.
Oh, wow.
Because most of my apneas are central, which are not obstructive, which means the tongue is part of the problem, but the part that is the real issue wouldn't be helped by
I need
a
a
mouth
lobotomy.
device. I need a shotgun to the mouth.
Something.
Maybe he needs shock treatment.
So whatever. But he was a very nice man. He was very honest. He could have easily taken me for over $3,000, and he didn't. Like, what a great doctor. This guy, I Dueck, Doueck, a dentist in Brooklyn. What a nice, honest guy. He didn't.
Yeah, he could have just sold you.
Oh,
the
my
damn thing.
dude, in a second he could have. But he told me the absolute truth about it, and it's just, I need a mask because of the type of fucking shit
He must be really rich, that guy.
Yeah, he
probably
hated
does.
me on site. I look like a Nazi. He just wanted me out of his office.
Ah.
But what a nice man. What a fucking good, like, he's a guy I would love to be to go to regularly. What an honest guy.
Instead of our guy, you go to my dentist too? Do we share everybody?
I go to a guy in my building.
Yeah. So we have the same dentist, the same cleaning lady, the same gym.
Same gym, I know. The same work partner.
Same work partner.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Dr. Steve's on the line. Yo, Dr. Steve.
Hey, man.
I had a long night yesterday.
Oh, no.
I had a baby that would not take the bottle.
Okay.
3+ hours of just walking around the apartment doing the little bouncy bounce thing you do with the babies.
Yeah.
That was the only thing that kept her calm.
It's like Dr. Florentine,
And my wife was gone getting her hair did, and she, I was in a situation, and people saying, "Oh, Dr. Steve will tell you what to do."
Oh, they did?
Yeah, there's nothing you could do. The baby wanted the boob, not the bottle that I had.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah, so you're...
I know there's nothing you could tell me. I know. I mean, you just get caught every once in a while.
Yeah.
There's no trick to that. I changed the diet. I tried everything. I tried all the shit that they give you in Baby 101. None of it worked.
Yeah.
So now my arms and my upper chest are tired, and I'm really bad. Can I take it out on you? Because I don't know who to take it out on.
Yeah, just hang up on me.
That would make me feel better. I want to know about colicky babies.
Yeah. Now, this is a baby that is primarily breastfed.
No, I don't think my baby's colicky. In general, In general, we've been good. I just, like I said, I just got caught yesterday.
Yeah.
Simple as that. It happens. I'm hoping it's not going to be a regular thing. But anyway, we started talking about colicky babies. What is it exactly?
Well, they've got so many theories about it that it's formula. Intolerance. They've got, sometimes if it's a breastfed baby, it can even be what the mother eats. They start doing an exchange diet on the mother and removing things like broccoli and cabbage from their diet just to see if that's what's causing it.
That's cabbage.
So what is it, like an acid reflux almost?
Well, they don't know. That's the thing. It's just... it's defined as a condition where a baby cries for no reason, and it usually happens around 3 to 4 months old, but it can last for a year. I had a friend of mine had a colicky baby, and the mother was so distraught because this baby did nothing but cry.
Right.
That they had to take her out of the house for hours at a time just to get her out of there because she was going out of her mind. And this is a cause of this shaken baby syndrome, too, because, when you have a baby that just does nothing but cry, day in and day out for weeks on end, it drives some people...
fucking crazy.
It's just fucking crazy, yeah.
Let me ask you a question. Have they ever done studies on conditions later and years later? Like, is it possible that these babies are in, like, say they have like a problem with chronic headaches or something? Or is there a problem that the baby has something going on that they realize years later is in like a lot of other people? You know what I mean?
Yeah. It appears to be abdominal pain because these kids will always sort of crunch up their abdomen when they're crying. But of course, what else is a baby going to do if they're crying really hard? They're going to sort of crunch their abdomen up.
Have they ever tried patting their backs and saying, "Shh"?
Hold on the line. I got a guy, Victor on Long Island. You're on with Dr. Steve. Why don't you tell Anthony what colicky babies could do to you? Go ahead.
Dear Lord Almighty, even to this day, 21 years later, she does have abdominal pain. She won't go to the bathroom for 3-4 days at a time. So you're 100% right.
But what happened? How brutal is it when a newborn has the colic?
Oh my God! They just scream and cry nonstop. I would leave my wife in the other room and go to sleep. I was like, "It's all yours."
So it says on the screen that your daughter didn't sleep for the first 9 months of her life.
Not at all. Not at all. She just cried and cried and cried.
So she still won't go to the bathroom, your daughter, at age 21?
Yep. Still has problems to this day.
That's a
Bowel
weird
problem. Still sees a doctor and everything.
Wow. That's people hold. I used to hold in shit like when I was a kid. I really would. It was a weird thing.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. I would like literally kneel and I would have to shit so bad. I'd be kneeling in prayer motion by my bed, reading a comic book, and my leg would go like. And I would hold it for hours.
I get so excited when it's time to get rid of duty. Why would you want to hold that shit in?
I don't know.
So it's the best part of the day. Yay, time to get rid of duty.
I don't do it anymore.
I love when it drops into the chamber. It's one of the best feelings every day.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know why as a kid. I don't do it anymore. But as a kid, I don't know why I did it. But that sounds like this guy's daughter who won't.
Well, we all know why, Jimmy. It's your chart.
But no,
you made up the chart.
I know. I believe me. I'm Mick Molester. Everything goes back to that. But that wouldn't explain why colicky babies, because they're not getting molested when they're a year old. So it doesn't explain that.
So, Dr. Steve, they really don't know what it is. But
no, they really don't.
But parents know one thing: they don't. The baby will not sleep for the first year of its life, more or less.
Yeah, they have
on a regular basis.
All kinds of theories about what causes colicky baby, and still not a single theory that is borne fruit with every baby. So there may be a variety of different causes, but one thing that you can do when you have a colicky baby is to vibrate them. They say if one of the things that really seems to help is you take the kid for a ride in the car, or you can stick them in their little car seat and put them on top of a running dryer.
Or shake them really hard.
Right. So what Sears used to make this thing that was a vibrator that you actually put under their crib, and that seemed to help.
I got a vibrating chair, but I don't think my baby is colicky. Like I said, I'll say it again. No. I think I just got hit with an unfortunate situation yesterday.
Yeah, and babies will just be fussy. Fussy. One day of crying or giving you a hard time is not, it isn't colic.
You call it fussy?
Let's call it fussy babies.
Really? She's being a little fussy. How about she's being a lunatic? How about she's being an asshole? Fussy.
Yeah, well, sorry.
I'm so mad. All right, Dr. Steve.
Yeah, babies are something else. And but if let me just put this out there for anybody that has a colicky baby, if you feel that you are about to commit violence, just get someone else to watch your baby. Get the hell out of the house. Because,
of course.
It's not you. Obviously not you. But
no, of course. No, I was, my nerves were challenged yesterday, that's for sure.
Yeah, and we counsel everybody that's got a colicky baby that just don't leave one person in charge of them. I don't know if you ever saw that movie Citizen X. It was about the Russian serial killer, and they realized that they should have rotated the investigator out because he had investigated this one case for 9 years, and they understood that it caused severe psychological problems. It's the same thing with a colicky baby. You've got to get the person out of the house on a periodic basis.
Do you mean Citizen X?
Go insane.
Citizen X, is that the guy you're talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was a great movie, man.
Was it a great movie?
Yeah, what a chilling, horrible guy he was.
What's the deal?
He was a Russian serial. He killed school children in Russia, and he tormented them for years. And wouldn't he go out with a black doctor's bag or something?
Yeah. He would go from train stop to train stop, and he would take girls out into the woods and do naughty things to them
and kill them.
Naughty.
But at the time, the Russians didn't have a lot of experience with serial killers, and they just said, well, no one that's in the party would do something like this. So they just had this one investigator that was obsessed with the case, and he investigated this thing for like 8 years and almost drove him crazy.
And they finally got the FBI, like John Douglas, involved. And I don't know if they profiled them accurately or not.
Yeah, well, they had a Russian psychologist profiled him, and when they finally caught him, they had him sit down and read the profile to the guy, and it was the only time they could break him was when he read his profile, because he understood that somebody actually understood him.
Oh, right. Wasn't that the guy? It was a big risk for the guy to write that profile, too, right?
Yeah.
Like, nobody wanted to be involved with it.
Well, right, because this guy was a party member, too, and they had actually caught him once before, but because he was a party member, they'd let him go.
Yeah.
He couldn't have been the guy. And it's Max von Sydow and the guy that was in...
was Sutherland in that? Donald Sutherland?
Yeah, Donald Sutherland was in that. He was the chief of the... Oh, that's a great movie.
Sounds good.
And at the end, the Russian, of course, they nail him. And they take him into a little fucking dingy room, and they put a gun in the back of his head, and they shoot him. It's exactly how... Like, once he was convicted...
That's how they dealt with it.
A pistol to the back of the head, and then he was gone. And that's exactly what they should
Jimmy.
do.
Spoiler alert.
Well, you know.
Jeez.
Yes.
Sounds like a great movie.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting how we went from colicky babies to serial killers.
That's the beauty of this show.
That's what we do here.
We scat around. We're like Scatman Crothers, but we're not musical or entertaining.
Danny in Jersey. Danny!
Hey, what's up, Oak? How you doing?
All right, buddy.
What's up, guys? Yeah, I'm kind of in your position. I got a 2.5-year-old boy. He's fine. And I got a 9-month-old daughter who's been a nightmare since day one. I mean, just up, crying. You know Chinese water torture?
Yeah.
This is what they should have done. They should have given a crying baby to their victims. It's literally a nightmare every night, and I can't handle it. I don't know. My wife is, she's an angel. I don't know how she does that. They have another gene or whatever's in their body, but they can handle it so much better than me, and she's about to lose her mind too.
Look, I'm from the school that women are absolutely amazing.
It really.
I'm from that school of thought. They're amazing. The shit they do, there's no way a guy could do. And they probably do have something else in their DNA. So has your 9-month-old slept at all?
The thing is, she can be up for 3-4 hours at a clip, for even 5 hours, just screaming. I mean, screaming like you're ripping her arms off her body. You know what I mean? And it's like, you don't know what to do. And I'm like, I freak out sometimes. And the thing that works, I don't know if you have a car living in the city, but we can put her in a car and take her for a drive, and she'll be out cold. So there's nights where I've driven around at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, taking her for a ride, circling the block.
Yeah, a lot of parents do this. They just drive around their neighborhood in the middle of the night with their kid in the back. No, now I feel...
If you fall asleep, you park the car, and you sit in the car and wait. And you just listen to Opie and Anthony rerun.
Nice. At least we're there for you, sir. Now I feel like an asshole because I'm telling you, mine was just a one-time thing. These guys are dealing with it night after night.
Yeah.
Night after fucking night.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
There are some techniques that you can do, like swaddling and stuff like that. It works in the first 3 months.
Swaddling. Hey, Dr. Steve, how about you tell me this yesterday?
Well,
I already went through it. I don't give a fuck what the solution is anymore.
How about you read your email? I sent you the thing about swaddling and all that stuff before this baby was born.
What does swaddling mean? What is that?
Yeah, you wrap them up nice and tight like a taco.
Oh.
Yeah.
Where they can't move their shit.
And they feel like they're in the womb again?
They feel like they're in the womb.
They had in the womb.
Right.
You know, and it works during the first 3 months because we're actually born 3 months early.
I like being in the womb.
Well, yeah, I mean,
I like putting a piece of me in there.
I thought you meant it beats being out in the cold, you know.
Oh.
Wait, what do you mean we're born 3 months early?
Our heads are so big that we really should be in the womb another 3 months, but because our heads are such gigantic things that we can't even hold up when we're born, that the mother has to deliver us approximately 3 months early. Oh. And so that's why we're pretty helpless for the first several years, but we're incredibly helpless when we're first born.
So you're saying like a 1 year gestation period would be better than 9 months?
Yeah, that's what.
Wow, there'd be a lot of women walking around with giant cunts.
Oh,
yes.
God.
Yeah, right.
That was the case.
There's already a lot of men walking around with them.
Shit. 3 months early. Fuck.
So that's why the theory, and this is all.
That's why all of a sudden hold on. That's why all of a sudden you notice your baby becomes aware.
Yes.
Because, like you said, they're incredibly helpless. Like, they just stare into space. But something all of a sudden happens where they can now move their head around, look around, they focus on everything, they start smiling and all that shit.
And it's why they respond to things that simulate the environment of the womb for the first 3 months. So you swaddle a kid, it makes them feel like they're bound up inside the uterus. You make shushing noises in their ear, which simulates the sound of blood rushing past their ear from the mother's aorta. You know, there's just all kinds of things that you can do like that. And actually, anybody that's got a colicky baby, if they want to email me, I would send them some information on it. They can email me through my website at drsteve.com.
Right.
But there's a whole technique on soothing a crying baby that has to do with, reproducing the sounds of the womb and the environment of the womb.
What are the sounds of the womb?
Well,
dick going in and out.
It depends on your race.
Yeah, a husband screaming through a wall. Shut the fuck up!
Impact of a Doc Martin.
What are the sounds of a womb, Steve?
Well, the sounds of the womb is actually rushing blood. So rather than, lub-dub, which is the sound that we sort of attribute to the heartbeat, what the baby's hearing is the blood rushing through the placenta and the mother's aorta. So it's kind of a shushing sound. So they'll hear shush.
Is that why shh works?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what he said, yeah.
Sorry, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the other thing that I'll just throw this out there that I wouldn't tell anybody to try this without talking to their pediatrician first, but there was a study on colic that showed that babies who took probiotics, which is beneficial bacteria,
Unless it get paid.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
A colicky baby, it goes, the Constitution. I'm sorry, Steve, I stepped on you. I apologize.
That's okay. They do 75% better within 4 weeks, so that might be a treatment that's effective.
One other question, and then we'll move on from baby shit.
Yeah.
I love this stuff, dude. This is so not my life. This is very interesting. It makes me very fucking happy that I have
lit.
This is the one.
This is what they want to talk about.
This makes me feel very validated.
Subjects every day, and you don't want to talk about them.
That every time I come, it's all over myself and in my belly button.
What are your thoughts on putting let me think. It'll be is that next year? Like a 3-year-old in school.
Oh, you mean
college?
Like preschool?
Oh.
Yeah, man, they're fucking pressuring me in my neighborhood. Oh, God, you got to get your kid into a school. You're running out of time.
Well, you don't.
And wait till I tell these guys how much it's going to cost.
Oh, boy.
But, kids that are in preschool get more exposure to illnesses earlier. That may or may not be a bad thing, but when your kid goes, all of a sudden they're going to get exposed to all these viruses that all these other shitty little kids have, transmit to them. So you can expect your kid to get sick more often, but that may not be a bad thing.
That means I get sick more often.
Huh?
That means I get sick more often.
But right.
The kid will be a little over, he'll be 3 and 4 months. That's too early for school, isn't it? What happened to starting school at 5?
Yeah, and what happened to starting sports in middle school? Now we've got 4-year-olds.
Yeah, kindergarten was 5, right?
And throwing their, trashing their knees forever.
I'll tell you what happened. Giant contracts. Parents started to see $40 million contracts. They're like, let's see if this little fucker can do anything for us.
They know he's just going to grow up to be an adult.
Yeah.
So somebody get him in there.
Hope we can catch this thing.
You dummy.
Some of those kids they're followed by the time they're 13 by colleges. They already know.
Yeah.
12, 13, 14 years old. They're like, oh, fuck. They start getting attention. Well,
yeah, and then one injury and they're done.
Yeah.
You want to guess how much for my kid to go to school as a 3.5-year-old next year?
$18.
$18 it
Jesus,
is.
That's a lot.
21 G's.
21 large?
21 G's.
Large. Couple of stacks of high society.
You can send kids to school for that almost.
College.
To college.
Almost.
Yeah, almost.
When we were growing up, certainly you could.
Wow.
They want 21 G's to put my 3.5-year-old in school.
That's a hand of blackjack. It's crazy.
So it's $17.50. Hell, I paid that almost.
You paid what?
You're paying $17.50 a month. Yeah, I was paying $240 a week for 2 kids.
What are you talking about?
For preschool.
21 G's they want. 21 G's.
A year, right?
Yeah, and that'll be every year going forward.
Okay, so that's...
Because Manhattan set it up where you have to pretty much pick your own school and pay for it.
$17.50 a month.
Because the public schools in Manhattan are horrendous.
Yeah.
I bet for that price, though,
What?
Certain element not in the school. Kind of nice.
A bad element.
Kind of nice, yeah.
Probably a bad element, and it helps them socialize.
Unlike in that room over there, the bad elephant. Welcome back, Hero.
All right, Dr. Steve.
Well, I'll send you some articles about the preschool thing, bro.
You will,
yes. Yeah, I mean, there's a positive side to it, and there's a dark side to it too.
Well, not for that money.
Kids pick up some bad habits in preschool as well as good ones. So it's just it's just what it is.
What's a bad habit you can pick up in preschool?
Well, just being more aggressive and being
a bully,
not wanting to share your toys.
We got a 29-year-old on instant feedback, Jeff, in Central Jersey. I paid $10,000 a year for college. He writes $21,000 for preschool is insane. Of course it is.
$10,000 a year for college. How old is Jeff? 107.
29.
Oh, he's 29. Okay.
No, well, the college cost went up drastically in the last 10 years. Tops.
What a terrible college he must have went to.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
reading, writing, and arithmetic.
$10,000 a year. That was $40,000 for him. But the average college tuition is what? Well over $100,000 now.
I'm thinking $100,000
for 4 years. That's just ridiculous.
So that's what you're paying, but of course that's 2 semesters instead of all year round.
Another problem that this country will never fix or figure out.
Let me tell you another thing about preschool. When your kid isn't in preschool, you pay anyway. And if you take a week off for Thanksgiving, you're still going to pay for that week. It's $17.50 a week, no matter what. So
nice.
Good luck with that. It's a good deal for them.
All right, Steve. Thank you.
Right. Good luck with it.
Yeah, thanks a lot, man.
There goes Dr. Steve. What a joy he is, isn't he? Love the Dr. Steve. Good egg. He's always full of information, isn't he?
He knows a little bit about everything.
Oh yeah. He knows that doctoring.
Yep.
He knows a lot about doctoring.
Oh, fuck. I need a massage.
A massage. A sensual massage. Yes.
Anyway, that was my night.
Yeah.
An hour later, I go, anyway, that was mine.
And anyway.
Just fucking mad. I can't even think of another situation where you're so mad and you have no one to be mad at.
You're not mad at the baby?
No.
Like, even though you know that it's normal?
Frustrated.
Yeah.
That's a normal feeling, to be frustrated, but I can't be mad at my daughter. She's doing her job, doing what she has to do.
But even though you know that, like, even as a parent, like, intellectually, you know, like, okay, it's like Anthony said, being mad at traffic. Intellectually, you know there's nothing you can do about it, and it's just, everyone's annoyed, but it doesn't matter.
But you know, when you're stuck at traffic and you're losing your mind, you know there's someone out there that's causing it to be a little worse.
Right.
Someone that might be in the left lane or slowing down a little too much around a bend, something.
No, I'm not even talking about traffic where somebody's to blame. It's just the traffic. Like, there are the individual assholes that are holding up lanes and stuff like that make traffic.
Right.
But when you're stuck in traffic for no reason other than that's what happens on a daily basis, that is so fucking frustrating.
That's
you're just sitting there going, I want to mow, and then you can't do anything about it.
That's exactly the feeling I had last night. I've been stuck in traffic going to Long Island.
Yeah.
Where if I was a weaker man, I would break down and cry.
Yeah, I almost cried once in a while.
I would break down and cry because, and that's the same feeling I have today. You get so mad, and you know there's absolutely nothing you could do, and there's no one you could officially be mad at.
Yeah.
When you know, like, you could get to Huntington from Manhattan, I'll go local in about an hour tops, and you're 3 hours in, still bumper to bumper, you will break down and cry.
Infuriating.
I did an MTV shoot I think it was for the Jon Stewart show even. That's how long ago it was. Like, I did like a little sketch.
Was it the mellow Jon Stewart or the whack job that is now Jon Stewart?
Oh, this is MTV Jon Stewart. And
he was cool back then.
Florentine got me on his show, and I did like this like a little, again, sketches that weren't even, I was just an extra. So it was like, that's how long ago it was. And I was driving out to do, I think, McGuire's at Governor in Long Island, McGuire's. And it was that traffic. It was a Friday afternoon. The traffic was so bad, I wanted to pull over and weep in the shoulder.
Yeah.
It gets you that fucking freaked out.
Wow, it was bad.
Those are the real issues facing us here in the New York City area. Not dumb sodas and everything else. People are losing their minds because they're stuck in that traffic every day. But the dumb mayor, I'll say it every fucking time, too. Dumb mayor goes after large sodas.
Because the mayor's a twat. The mayor's a woman.
But rounding up these fucking dangerous bums on the street and fucking getting rid of them. Yeah. Ship them off somewhere.
Yep.
Christ.
Oh, we could talk about that next.
Oh, please.
And the photographer defending himself. He's saying it's unfair.
I don't know.
No.
He's a photographer. What the fuck is he supposed to do?
Well,
yeah, no, I know, but
let's talk about it next. It's a bit involved. So we'll talk about
because I hate how that whole situation is deflecting. Like they're getting all pissed off at the fucking camera guy when the real issue is this fucking savage
there's
animal.
There's a lot going on here. Yeah. Trust me. We'll break it all down next. I'm taking bottles when the wife's not around with the boobie.
Yeah.
You know, the young ones love the boobie. So I'm like, I got this. Go. So I start cooking a little dinner for me and the kid, and she's napping. I'm like, just go have fun. I put on that Witness on HBO, which is an amazing series. And 10 minutes later, the kid wakes up and she starts crying a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm like, all right, I got this. I got this.
A little whiny.
So I walk her around a little bit, and I'm doing the little bouncy thing that you have to do. And she's cool.
Yeah.
Put her back to sleep. 5 minutes later, she cries and cries and cries and cries and cries. I'm like, all right, I got this. There's the fucking frozen milk. I defrost it, get it to the right temperature, put it in the fucking baby bottle. And she's taking the bottle every other time. Long story short, she would not take the fucking bottle.
No, huh?
She would not take the bottle. So for 3, you're about to hear hours. 3 hours, I had to walk the...
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
There's the little sound that says
it's showtime.
Oh, nice show. Firing up. Vroom, vroom.
Well, I just told Anthony the whole story, but I'm going to say it again for a couple minutes here, if you will. If you've been listening to the show, I've been telling you how great parenthood is. Making it sound like it's a cakewalk.
It's hunky-dory.
So far, all my stories have been hunky-dory, no?
Hunky-dory.
Like, wow, he's a lucky fella. He's got 2 kids, and everything seems great.
You always hear these nightmare stories, but
well, I got
not at the Hughes house.
I got a nightmare story. Oh, awesome. I'm fucking exhausted.
Really?
Yeah, I want to go home.
Home.
I want to go home.
That's how I feel every day.
Really?
Just exhausted
tired
and wanting to go home.
Oh my God. And then we got to talk about the Subway guy, that fucking asshole. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it.
Yeah.
That's going to be a whole discussion. We did the Subway.
Oh, right. Yeah.
We did the Subway discussion yesterday, but
now
we have a little more info. We're gonna talk about that. Anyway, yesterday, my wife there went to get her hair did.
My hair did,
and it was one of those. I'm going to get my hair did. And it's not like when a guy gets his hair did, where it's 20 minutes.
Go to the barber.
Sometimes when the girls get their hair did, it's a few hours.
A whole day event.
And also, the place she goes is completely across Manhattan from where I live.
Yeah.
So I got the 2-month-old. She's 2 months old yesterday, and
that's a brand new human.
Yeah, and she's been awesome. Everything's been great. It really has. But yesterday, she's like, "You cool with this?" I'm so mad right now, and I don't even know who to be mad at.
Nature.
Do you understand that?
You're mad at nature.
the old version of me, I would have came in here with a broken hand or a broken foot. Because when you realize that, like, you don't even know who to be mad at, you decide to start punching things. That's what I used to do.
What are you so mad at?
I broke my fucking hand in college because I didn't know who I was mad at. I broke in a toe because I kicked shit because I didn't know who to be mad at.
Gotta take a swing at something.
It's the most frustrating thing to go through is to be so mad, but you don't even know who you're mad at.
Yeah. I'm
so mad right now. How do you handle this?
What are you so mad about?
I'm trying to well, anyway, so she goes, I mean, she did everything right. She's like, is it cool I get my hair done? I'm like, yeah, of course, man. Go in and enjoy yourself. I got it.
I'm on the motherfucker.
My son is 2.5. The girl's 2 months old.
Yeah.
But she's been 2-month-old around my apartment. I couldn't sit down.
You had to do the bouncy.
I had a bouncy bounce.
For
and I'm like,
3 hours.
I'm like, all right. And now I'm looking at my food. It was so bad I couldn't eat my food. It's still on the counter from last night.
You've kicked dogs for less.
Holy fuck, are you right? Are you right? I'm proud to say I didn't do anything stupid. But I had to walk and pace the apartment for 3 straight hours.
Yeah.
I write my wife, I'm like, how long, man? Because she's not taking the bottle. She needs the boob. But now at this point, she's got all sorts.
I thought she had it.
she's got all that. She's got all the shit in her hair, so she can't fucking leave.
Yeah.
She's committed. So I'm like, all right, I can maybe sit down with the baby. At least sit down. Nope. These babies know when you're sitting down. I had to get back up on my feet.
What's the difference between doing the shaky thing, the little fucking bouncy thing if you're sitting,
you know what?
or you're standing?
You know what, Aunt?
What?
You want